Welcome to Light Roast, Taylor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. Welcome to Light Roast, D.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Anyway,
cold brew fog latte that I've been trying to drink.
yes,
whole
it's half done already.
Yep.
A cold brew that I was kind enough to not drink. Actually, cold brew. There we go. No logo shown.
Ooh. We got this coffee at Pete's. Pete's Coffee. You're not allowed to sit down in there.
Yeah, not
you
right
can
now.
only go in and leave.
Just
because
leave.
of the flu season.
It's the flu season.
Yeah.
The flu season squared.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about some games.
Doom.
Or a game.
A game. Yeah.
Doom. So Doom Eternal's coming out
Yeah, I think
tomorrow.
I saw a review go up for it like yesterday.
Oh,
So it's like out.
so it's kind of out.
Pretty much out. Like either like today or tomorrow or something. This weekend or something.
We decided to talk about OG Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty neat because you and I kind of have the same experience.
Yeah, we both never really played this game that much. I mean, ice.
I don't know about that. Yeah, neither of us have played this game much.
No, yeah. My only experience with this game was like sometime like 5 years ago. I just booted it up for like 30 minutes or something.
My face.
Be careful, man. Be careful. So I've never really played it. And we played a bunch of Doom 2016.
Yeah. We covered Doom 2016 on our other show. Confirmed. But
It's
we
dead
kind
to
of
us. We don't really like that episode that much.
we
anymore.
kind of half-assed that.
Yeah. Not a good episode. Don't watch it.
It's a fantastic game though.
Great game. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should revisit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we wanted to, like the reason why we even started going on a different show entirely was because that episode
Yeah.
we didn't give it much thought. And
Yeah. It was just like, oh, this is falling
this
apart.
isn't very good.
Not working out too well.
Right. So we're talking about OG Doom. So I have played, man. Okay, so I played Wolfenstein 3D back in the day.
Yeah.
Which is sort of like this. I can't remember any other games. I probably played some Doom clones back in the day also.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say back in the day, I don't even mean that far. Like I played this game, I think the first time, like just booted it up, probably 10 years after it came out, I think.
So I can when did this game come out?
93.
Okay. So
When I was 5 years old.
damn.
Yeah.
So you weren't playing it.
I wasn't playing it at that time, no. First time I played it was probably around, probably when I was 15.
Like the 2000s.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Yeah, like 5 years ago I played it.
Yeah.
And I didn't play a lot of it. I was like, I've always loved like video game history, so I've always been really interested in that kind of stuff. And so I booted up basically just because of the historical context of this video game and
Just wanted to experience it.
yeah, the cultural impact that it had.
That's kind of how I looked at it too.
Yeah.
I read a lot about this game, about John Carmack also, about how there's so many Easter eggs and secrets and stuff. And they even have a secrets option, like
Really?
that shows you, like at the end of the level, it says how many secrets you found. It, like
That's
has
really cool.
Those things.
Becomes a collectible.
Yeah, I like that.
Doom 2016 has that too.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It has a lot of the spiritual successor stuff, and I really, really like that about the new one.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we talked about this game because I'm finally like just diving into it, and I love this game so much. Yeah. Like I would have been just like, because I grew up very Christian, so this is definitely not. Well, we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of a very Christian game, right?
Because you're killing demons. You're expunging demons from the world. What's bad about that? That's great.
Bad.
That's a great thing.
That's great. Let's
just because there was a lot of because when this game came out, everyone it was controversial because of
because of how violent it is.
It was.
Let's just listen to the audio real quick.
Yeah.
So gunshots and
people dying. Yeah.
So a lot of stuff. Anyway, so this is definitely, and it even holds one of those kind of it holds that identity of badassness to this day, like totally. Even in 2016.
Yeah, with the blaring metal.
Yeah.
That MIDI metal.
Yeah.
So iconic.
The MIDI metal is so
great.
Goes hard.
It does.
I love, so I love this game so much.
So do I.
I've only played, neither of us have played much of it.
I haven't finished it, nope.
No.
And I also, didn't quite get the controls right.
So how did you play it?
I played on, so I basically used arrow keys as WASD.
Okay.
Except,
on the right side?
Yeah. And mouse to look. Mm-hmm. But it was kind of weird because left and right arrow key were doubled up with mouse look left and right. So I didn't have the ability to strafe.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
The middle mouse button allows you to strafe.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Or the alt button. I can't remember now. It's weird. You ran it on a web browser.
Yeah, I just found it online.
Yeah. So I tried to just run a bunch of different versions. I just bought it on Switch. And it was funny. This was interesting, actually. So I bought it on Switch, $4.99 for all the levels, which is the 3 chapters plus the bonus 4th. And while playing it, because you're playing it with 2 joysticks, the thing that I want to do, because I've played so many first-person shooters already, is I want to tilt up and down on the right side. And what's weird about the Switch version is that there's an axis there, because you have a joystick, but it just, the up and down just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
There's no alternate use for it at all.
Yeah. I think that is kind of interesting because this is it's obviously not the first FPS game, but it's basically the first mainstream.
What was the first FPS? Because I feel like this was
I think
the first
Wolfenstein was before this, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think Wolfenstein just copied the raycasting idea from John Carmack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think. Anyway.
Regardless, this one is definitely known as at least the first mainstream FPS game. It popularized FPS gaming.
Definitely. Yeah.
But and you can definitely feel that because there are so many things control-wise here that are still standard to this day.
That are still there, yeah.
Using mouse to point and shoot, basically.
Yeah.
But they still don't have the up and down axis.
Right.
Which is funny. But they overcome it by having it basically be like if an enemy is up there, if you're just pointing at the wall,
you can shoot them.
You still shoot them.
Yeah, I love that so much.
I think that's pretty clever.
Yeah. I think actually that was a inherited design or inherited program thing, because how it's so cool how they're doing the 3D in here is they mapped it all. They programmed it as a 2D map. Everything's 2-dimensional. But what you're seeing on the screen is what they call raycasting, which is where you have you tell the computer to draw a line forward from a certain space, and then if it hits a pixel of some sort, then it'll tell you what pixel it hit, and then you can tell it what to do with that pixel. So with this, they have vertical lines that are all across the screen, and each one is being rendered size-wise depending on how far it is from your ray point. So if I raycast here to you, then I can say, okay, we'll draw him at this size, and then the wall, draw that at this size.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's just that over and over and over.
It's all perspective.
Yeah, and so it makes it look 3D, and it's really, really effective.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
really,
insane.
really cool. Right. So it's so the drawing is really just there, and so I think the inherited programming thing, because you're already in 2 dimensions, you can shoot at an enemy from up there, and it doesn't make any difference in the computer. It's the same thing.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Really, really, really cool.
You've been diving into game development recently.
Yeah.
So you've made your own kind of Doom. Didn't you?
A Doom clone. Yeah. It was the way 3D space works is quite different from raycasting. In fact, I just learned raycasting not too long ago, and it's such a neat thing. It's funny that the people use it now to just they use it for first-person shooters. They use it as a contact point for a gun, for a bullet leaving a gun. And a lot of people who have been kind of interested in kind of some sort of game development, but not really, this kind of surface level, and also love video games, they usually blame things on things like raycasting for if you're playing Halo and you're just like, well, obviously I'm hitting him here because the raycasting is and I've heard a lot of people talk about that kind of stuff and just shitting on the way programmers use things, and I just don't think they understand what's happening really.
Raycasting is different from ray tracing, right?
Yes. Yeah, ray tracing's a physics thing.
Yeah. I meant to say hit scan.
Hit scan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hit scan's different.
Yeah. But this game has...
I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
There's a secret
There's a secret room. I didn't see that. Motherfucker.
Gotta look out, see the game's playing it for you.
Yeah.
The game knows where the secrets are.
The game.
Well, you can see right now, the gun you're using here is projectile base.
Yeah. So projectile versus raycasting, what you're talking about, or
hit scan.
And
I think that's cool because I don't know if there's a game that uses projectile stuff before this.
Right. I was trying to think
in the context of shooters.
I guess did Contra come out before this? Because Contra uses.
Oh, I'll guess all 2D games.
Most of them do use projectiles.
I suppose so. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the idea of using the projectiles the way they do in here.
It's fun to be able to dodge them.
Yeah, it's so much fun. So I want to talk about some of the mechanics. It's so the whole game. Let's just talk about the whole game for a second. The whole game is so cohesive, and there's something about these kinds of games in early games that have a I hate to use this word because it sounds so gatekeepy and cringy, but it has a certain purity to it, right? And the reason why I want to use that word is because I feel like the vision was cohesive at the time. Because now that you've had just like film and books and any other art medium, when you get to grow it as a business, you start to understand, or you start to widen your perspective on like what sells, versus what you want to do. So like films back in the day, were very just auteur driven. Mm-hmm. So like games back in the day were also that way, and so this feels very much like a person that had one cohesive vision, as opposed to, okay, what can we throw in there that's going to make people happy?
Yeah. And one cohesive vision, and the vision being a fairly simple thing, a simple thing done as like effectively as possible.
Yeah. And so what I like about that is things like the mechanics themselves, moving fast and having the choice to not move fast if you don't want to, dodging projectiles, stuff like that is not stuff that's made for an audience. It's made for because the person wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that about this. Yeah.
And setting up a context for all this to be happening story-wise, that's really simple.
Really simple.
You're just, I think you're on Mars. At least in Doom 2016, you're on Mars.
Yeah, in the later chapters, they grow the world a little bit more. In the first one, it's just these corridors. But yeah.
And you're literally just like killing demons in this world, and you're like a Marine.
Right.
And you're just unstoppable. But they kind of just play into that a little bit.
They do. Yeah. And I love that. I love that 2016 takes that to a new level.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
You're almost literally a god.
That's what I mean. 2016 Doom is almost an exact remake of this game.
That's what I love about it so much.
It's just like all the same philosophies, but done with modern tech.
Just modern tech. Yeah. It was really nice.
It is really cool.
The things that you have to dig in to find out, like the one secret that I just pointed out. I was like, I didn't know that was there. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that that they're even in there.
Yeah.
It just reminds me so much that this is a game, again, driven by a single person that had one idea. Mm-hmm. I love that so much.
Yeah. Also feels good to play.
It feels so good to play.
Especially for an older game.
Yeah.
An older FPS game that feels really good to play.
Yeah. It's funny, Wolfenstein, the feel of it is kind of the same, but like walking around and shooting guns and stuff. But as far as like the flow from like bad guys to bad guys and just how it feels is not the same.
Yeah. With this game, it's like it's like hard to stop.
Yeah.
Like you just get sucked in, and it's just like forever just shooting.
You just shoot, yeah.
And going through corridors and opening doors and all this stuff. And then they always get the new weapon just at the right time.
Right.
They have all these. I've discovered there's multiple opportunities they give you, like for the shotgun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I found the shotgun the first time possible, because when I did find the shotgun, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I kept going, and I was exploring around, and I kept finding like little secret areas that had the shotgun in it later on in different levels. So like if you did miss it, they give you like a lot of different opportunities to still get it.
To still get
it, get it, and have that experience of finding that and getting that upgrade.
Yeah,
which is kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
But then if you already have it, then it's like you get some ammo too.
Right.
So you still are rewarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Graphics kind of suck.
So you were talking about game development earlier, and I've made a Doom clone as part of a practice of trying to figure out 3D space and whatnot, and how programming works in game development. And game development in 3D. So what I made was I was following a practice from a book that I have that guides you through programming and stuff. And one of the things that we made was a Doom clone, and it was interesting because the way 3D worlds are built, they have another axis there, and so you can do things like obviously look up and look down, but you do things like what was I was trying to figure out. There was something that you can do things like go underneath things and still have those things exist on top of your head at the time of you going underneath them. Uh-huh. So, for example, you can, if you had a projectile fired at you in a 3D space, you could walk under the projectile, or something like that. Uh-huh. In here, you can't do that.
Can't do that, yeah.
And I still am convinced every single time when I'm playing this that this is an actual 3D world.
That's I still have a really, really hard time visualizing how it's a 2D world.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right. It is. It's super cool because they even have these stair steps that go up just a little bit, not even too much. And it's if I were programming a game, that's not something I would have thought of, doing 2D development.
Yeah.
It's let's just, let's build it like it's a real freaking place.
Yeah.
Where they have chasms and rising and lowering platforms and all that. I love all that stuff. And just the barrels that are just there that exist also in quote 3D space, you could walk around them and stuff.
Right. The fact that you can strafe left and right, and the fact that you can fall up and down.
Yeah.
And that you're moving through space forwards and backwards.
Love that. And you can fall up and down. Even if he goes when he falls. Yeah. It's one of those things where it continuously convinces me. So that was something I wanted to talk about was the control scheme. When you're playing on Switch, and we already said I keep wanting to tilt up and down when I'm on the thumbstick. But what I was doing, this one, which is running right now, this is on DOSBox, playing it the way they have it, they have the mouse that can either go forward and back and left and right, or WASD to do your regulars. But the way I did it was W and S to go forward and back, A and D to strafe, and then the mouse to turn and look. And what's nice about that is that there's no way for you to want to look up and down. It's just not in the equation whatsoever. Yeah. And so that's one of the weird things about taking an older game like this and making it for a new system like Switch, where you have capabilities that are for other games that aren't for this game. So I that's one of the reasons why I like playing games like these in their original state, is to make sure that you're in the same mindset that most people were at the time, or at least try to, because obviously we can't be in the exact same mindset. But,
right. Yeah. But I mean, FPS games are pretty much always, well, I guess not always, because Halo is an exception of being FPS done well on console with controller. Right, exactly. Right. But for the most part, FPS tends to lend itself really well to mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Just naturally. It
is really interesting about the point and click stuff. I can aim so much faster in a game like this. I'm gonna try it real quick. Rather than something like Halo, or something.
Totally, yeah.
So for it's just, it feels so natural to me to just do it, to just shoot wherever I want to.
Yeah, but it's funny how because on console, on Switch, you're saying when you have a joystick, and you're used to being able to look up with a joystick,
right?
And you don't get that as much with the mouse and keyboard for this game. I found myself trying to do it every now and then. Yeah. But
trying to look up,
yeah.
And then you end up
I ended up going really fast. I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun too, though.
I just found out you have a sprint key also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I wonder if you sprint and then go double fast. Oh, you can't. Oh well. I thought I was hacking the speed when I was doing it too. Red key. I love this thing. Love this game. It's a good game.
Quake.
Was Quake by the same programmers?
Yeah, Quake was id Software.
It was id Software.
Yeah.
Oh, That's
Uses
something.
the same engine.
Does it?
Yeah, as it evolved. Yeah.
Right, as it evolved.
Yeah.
Something really cool about the. Do you want to play this at all? Yeah.
No,
No, you hate this game?
I hate this game.
Okay. Well, then I won't let you play.
Thank you.
Something really cool. Oh, they have jump scares in this game.
Really? I didn't get any jump scares. Oh, actually, I did get one. I think.
Did you? Do you remember anything about it?
I think it was like the. Look at all these wires here. I think it was when like I opened a door and they had a bunch of enemies, like one enemy like right there in your face.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just happened to be that way or if it was a deliberate jump scare.
It might have been just a coincidence.
Yeah.
There are some things like man, there's this room where the light comes on and off and on and off.
Oh really?
While you're moving, and it makes everything just much more, because it much more focused. Right click is to You can't. You have a red. You need a red key.
Oh yeah, duh.
You need a red key.
This game's hard.
Oh, that's where you came from, bruh.
That's where you came from.
Oh yeah, it's not where you came from.
Not where I came from.
It's a good thing we're more than 3 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
Yes. I think I already went in there. Or you already did. Let me out.
Did you know there's a map?
No.
Tab.
Oh. Oh, I can just play it.
You can, yeah, and then not see where you're going.
I got this. I just don't know which way is up. Okay, I'm going that way. This is a better way to play it.
Playing on the map only.
Yeah, map only run.
So if you imagine, this is what the game looks like in
2D space.
Yeah, in 2D space.
This is there must be an enemy.
Press tab.
2D run, D. This is a 2D run.
I'll bet you there are runs like that.
Probably, yeah. 2D speed run.
Yeah.
A map only speed run.
Map only. Left shift is to sprint. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know where to go.
Yeah, I think you were doing better with the 2D map.
Yeah, I think it was. Mouse only.
Mouse only is so much fun.
Yeah, it's really visceral.
That was one of the
control.
I remember thinking like,
jeez.
Yeah. I remember thinking how weird it was when I was a kid, because I was used to like GoldenEye and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was like, use the mouse to walk forward. That's like really strange, but I love it. Like I said, it's quite visceral.
Yeah, it's like really hard to control. I have no idea what's happening.
Tab key. Get your tab key out.
How is this going to tell me what to do?
Oh, you know. Try going down there.
I would like to revisit Doom 2016.
Yes, very
on
much.
This channel.
Very much.
Either in GOC, Games Over Coffee, or Light Roast form. Whichever way.
Yeah. I don't know which way.
I don't either.
Because I want to play the whole game.
So do I.
But if we're going to do that anyway, might as well just do a whole GOC episode.
Should. If we're going to play the whole game, definitely.
Yeah. I'd love to play Doom Eternal also.
Yeah, I heard it's
good. I don't know, pretty good. Well, thanks for joining us in Light Roast. We'll do another game next week.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Unless we're in quarantine.
Unless we're in quarantine. See ya.
Goodbye.